Y'all want to talk about pretty privilege? I'm seeing a lot of pretty people talking about how pretty privilege isn't real and they don't fucking have it and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. No. You want to talk about pretty privilege? Talk to people who had a glow up. If they were ugly in some kind of way and now they're somewhat attractive or very attractive, whatever, they will tell you pretty privilege is fucking real. Because when you weren't attractive, it was like everything you did was like annoying. Like your presence just like pissed people off. If you asked a question, you were the biggest like irritation of life. But when you're like stereotypically attractive, like whatever, you get away with so much more. People are so much nicer to you. It is the realest shit. It's beyond me that this is even a fucking conversation.
Pretty privilege, also known as beauty bias, is the principle that people who are considered more physically attractive are often given more opportunities than someone less attractive. Pretty privilege exists. Let's talk about. So, if you've been stereotypically beautiful, or if you've been the normal standard of beauty all your life, you will never understand what it means to have to need a glow up, what it means to have to improve yourself so that you won't be looked down upon. Let's take for instance, even in the entertainment industry, like let's take K-pop as an example. Those people are shallow and they don't hide it. I'm sorry to say, they are shallow and they don't hide it. They always say it. If you are not good looking, you cannot be an actor. What they want from you is not your talent. No, they don't want your talent from you. What they want from you is to be good looking. Then they can train you to have the talent for acting. Even when it comes to their K-pop idols, what they need is those people who are good looking. Then they can train them, they can train their voice to sing. They don't even need you to even sound too nice. All they just need for you is to be good looking. And when you watch their videos, you know, their boy groups and their girl groups, when you watch their music videos or when they are on stage, what you see is that the good looking ones are mostly the ones in front. They are mostly the ones in front. Then the other ones are behind. And mind you, those people that are even behind might even be the ones that are even more talented than those in front. They don't care. As far as you are good looking, you can go anywhere in the Korea entertainment industry, and also in Hollywood too. Even in Hollywood here in Nigeria, in Hollywood, when you are good looking, you get all the good roles. Even in Hollywood here, when you are good looking, you get all the good roles. And the standard of beauty here is kind of different. You need to be fair skinned. You need to have a butt, because African men, they love butts. Like, that is the standard of beauty over here. That's why our actors and actresses, they are bleaching their skin just to look good, and they are having BBLs left, and the women are having BBLs left and right, just to fit the standard of beauty over here in Nigeria, and to be able to get good roles and to be able to enter into big spaces. Take for instance James Brown. When James Brown was, I remember 2017, when he made the news then for being in a gay bar and whatever, it was kind of dark. Nobody really paid an attention to him. But see James Brown now. James Brown don't bleach his skin. James Brown look good. I'm even falling for James Brown right now, because the guy looks good. I'm not saying it's good to bleach your skin, but the way it looks now is making him have more opportunities than he had then. If you get my drift. Even on social media, and there was a model that made a big break then. His mugshot leaked, or his mugshot came out. He had blue eyes, very fine man, like a very fine man like that. I'll put his picture when I see it. Very handsome man. He got a modeling deal the minute he came out of jail. When people saw his mugshot, the guy was really, really good looking. It's not that other people's mugshot have not been leaking. There are many people that are not the normal standard of beauty whose mugshot have been leaking for a while, but they didn't get anybody's attention. When that guy's mugshot leaked, people were like, this fine man, are you sure he really did what he did? You see, people were already judging him by the way he looks. If you are not that good looking, people will be like, he did it. Even though you are innocent, they'll be like, he did it. You not see his face as he's strong. He did it. You not see his face. He not even fine. He did it. Or she did it. But when you are good looking, people will be like, are you sure he did what he did? Like Jeffrey Dahmer's movie that just came out, a serial killer that really caused grief to many minorities over in America. When his movie came out, the handsome actor that acted this role, really, Peter was very, very handsome. Peter is a very handsome man. Peter is a very handsome man. When he acted that role, he looked good looking. His physique was very nice, and people were like, can you notice that Jeffrey Dahmer is good looking? Are you sure? I kind of pity him. I kind of this, and people started pitying a serial killer just because he's good looking. The actor who acted his role was good looking. Even the Jeffrey Dahmer self, the real criminal, the real serial killer, is kind of good looking. So people were like, are you sure he really did what they say? Are you sure he really did what he did? Even Ted Bundy, people were like second guessing the fact that people said he was a serial killer, or he was a convicted serial killer. People were like, but the guy is too good looking. He won't have done what they say he did. On TikTok especially, you will see people, they are doing challenges. They will just put this, use a sound and just be doing like this. They won't do anything, no. They won't dance. They won't even put in an effort. They'll just be like, and you will see 1 million likes. Their followers are even another case, like 3 million followers for doing nothing, for just showing your face and turning your neck up and down like adìẹ tí kọ́lí gbé, like adìẹ kọ́lí. You will see millions of likes, millions of views, millions of followers. But people who put in effort, took the time to even dance to that particular sound, they might not get as much likes as those people who did nothing except show their face or show their body on TikTok. Or even Okay, let's talk about Instagram now. Those people who have the normal standard of beauty body and the normal standard of beauty face, they will just be on Instagram bending their butts, you know, just standing there taking nice pics. But because they look good, they will have new followers, many followers, and they have many likes. But people who even put in effort to even look nice, put in effort to even dance on their reels, they might not get as much views as those people who make the normal standard of beauty, you know, the fake body, the BBLs, and the Botox, and all the lip fillers and whatever. Those people who had all those things, they have more followers and more engagement on social media than those people who didn't. Those people who are not up to the normal standard of beauty that society sets. Even on YouTube, it happens. Let me bring another example in the workplace. I even have a story time about that. Let me just tell you a little bit of story. When at my sister's workplace, there was a guy. He was very qualified. In fact, he was overqualified for the role. He came to their head office and he asked for a position in their head office. Do you know, he was given the job, but he was taken down to Badagry, you know, the outskirts of Lagos. Why? Because he had tribal marks on his cheek. And our boss was like, he's not someone that you show to the customers because he's tribal mark. People might see him and get scared. Because white people used to go to their head office to carry out transactions. So their boss was like, he's not someone that you show to white people and you show to rich people. He's fit for Badagry. Then they brought a guy that was good looking, but he was not as qualified as that other guy. My sister said the guy was lazy. He was not a fast learner, but he was given that job role because he looked good. And white people and rich people can see him. So that's why it was dropped there. Many things like that. Pretty girls were given jobs that they didn't even merit just because they were beautiful. And you tell me pretty privilege doesn't exist. It exists very much. Even Alia's Face, my favorite YouTuber, even spoke about it in one of her videos. That she went out, she went to do something, but she was given pretty privilege. She was taken care of just because of the way she looks. It happens. It has happened to many people, though they are kind of denying it now that it doesn't exist. But many people have come out and said it exists. Those who are, if you want to know if pretty privilege exists, ask those who have had a glow up and they will tell you that it exists. I experienced it. I might not be most people normal standard of beauty, but I experienced it when I glowed up and I changed my style. I changed my style into a more feminine style, and I kind of added a little bit of weight. I experienced pretty privilege where I used to go before, that people used to look down on me. When I entered there now, people people used to wait for me to even talk. People used to wait for me to talk, and people used to wait to hear what I have to say. That's how bad it is. Pretty privilege does exist, and I would really like for each and every one of us to at least give people a chance, not because of the color of their skin or because of the way they look, but because of what they have to offer. At the end of today's video, please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.